Hey guys, it's Liza.
And I'm Justin.
And today we're going to talk about friends. Friends. Intro.
So, me and Liza are not friends.
I did not expect you to start that way, but I agree. We may have a channel together, but not friends, that's for sure.
No, I consider you a friend. I do. You're more than just a coworker. We hang out outside of work, and we have a combined passion in something.
So, let me ask you this, though, right?
Okay.
So, I feel like the word friend now has lost so much value because of social media. Think about Facebook, right? So you say I have 484 friends on Facebook. You don't have 484 friends, let's be clear.
You have 484 people who have the ability to stalk you online.
Yes, right? So now, you calling me your friend,
I use friend interchangeably. Friend is someone who I see once a year. It could be somebody I see every day.
Do you whatever? It doesn't matter how often I see you. I'm going to use the word friend.
Yeah.
Do you use the term best friend? Because you're a guy. I wonder if guys ever use that. I know girls are like, you're my BFF. I do that all the time. I call people my BFF even when they're not my BFF.
I don't call anyone a best friend. No, I don't.
You don't really?
No, it's never been a thing. At least in my friend group, it's never been you're my best friend.
I mean, not like that. If you say it like that, then it sounds silly. But if you
that's what you just said you did.
Well,
I was like, oh my god, you're my BFF.
Well, I'm a girl, but seriously, okay, I was sexist, but
I mean, do I have friends I'm really close with? Yeah.
And so if somebody asked you who's your best friend, you would have somebody in mind to say though. Even though you may not say it to this person, you could pick somebody in your head to be like, okay, that's the person I consider the best friend.
Oh, the best friend.
Oh, do you not have we have multiple best friends? Are you that privileged in life?
Yeah, I have a couple of really good
jealous.
best friends even.
Anyway, so do you think that as adults it's harder to make friends than when it was when you were kids, or do you feel like it's easier because you understand life and who you are more?
That's a really good question. So I would say right off the top of my head, it's actually a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Now that it took literally just 2 seconds to think about it.
That's all he took.
Folks. And then
2
seconds. 2 seconds. My brain was like, well, because you have interactions where you're out, you happen to meet somebody. You share a common interest, or somebody overhears a conversation and you can chat with them and you can become friends like that. But my biggest issue with friends as an adult anyway, in making new friends is a later meetup.
What do you mean?
I am terrible at making plans. So unless the other person makes plans, I never see that person again.
So adulthood's definitely adulthood's a little bit more challenging to make initial friends, I think. But I think in adulthood, it's easier to find lifelong friends because you've really you know who you are as a person, you know where you're going in life essentially. So you can tend to find people who are on that same path, or at least are cohesive with that. You know what I mean? When you're young, you get I've had such close friends when I was young, grown apart. But we were grown apart. I say grown apart.
You don't have to keep making. You can just correct it and keep going.
I probably could have done that, but I was just making fun of myself just for once, because I'm not the one that typically gets called out for that. Burn. Wow. No, but seriously, I've had childhood friends that are so close to me, but every single time, you just kind of grow apart from those childhood friends. Do you have any childhood friends that you still keep in touch with? And
I mean, most of the friends that I hang out with now are from my late teens, early 20s. That's kind of the group of people I hang out with.
Really? I think that's good though. I don't think
my childhood friend, we fell out. Not fell out, because fell out's actually a bad thing. We kind of stopped hanging out. Probably right around that same time where I found that other group of friends.
Okay.
And I actually just met up with his mom the other day. And we were just out of total happenstance. I saw her and I was like, oh my god, how are you? And she's like, oh my god, we hugged and she told me he just got married and his brother got married and I got this whole big thing. I was really happy. It's oh, all right, let's see if I can reach out to this guy. So
For a second, I was a little weirded out when you said I just met up with his mom, but then I
Oh, no,
remembered
it
the
was
story.
yeah.
You just meant that like you bumped into her.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like you were like, "Hey, so and so's mom, let's hang out." Like that's.
Oh, that's
kind of how it came across at first. That's why my initial face was
Max.
Like, what?
So like I was saying earlier, and kind of on that same topic that we just talked about, how do you handle meeting up with new friends? Because I am absolutely terrible at it. Like there's even like people at work that I've like hung out with outside of work, but it was only like maybe once and like they initiated it. Like I am terrible at meeting up with people outside of work or outside of like, unless they initiate it, I'm not doing it. I don't know what it is.
Is it because you feel uncomfortable doing it because you're out of fear of rejection that they won't want to hang out, or is it more just because like you just don't think to do it? Like what's so bad about it?
I don't know, because it's probably just I don't think about it.
Okay.
Like it'll like I won't be like, oh, you know what's somebody else doing tonight? I'll just be like, well, nobody hit me up. I'm just gonna play video games. Somebody hit me up. I'm just gonna edit videos or something.
That's interesting. So you don't think about it, like unless somebody initiates you, like, but if they initiate you, you're like, oh yeah, heck yeah, let's go out. But if they don't, you're not like, hey, let me check up on this guy and see what he's doing. See, that could be, I have this issue where like, if I identify somebody that I definitely want to be friends with, and I'm like, oh, we got so much in common, like I like to be friends, like, I make it clear that I'm interested in hanging out. I do.
That mean?
But I basically would just be like, hey, so yeah, let's definitely hang out, and I'll kind of keep it at that, and then see where they go from there.
Yeah, but I say that, and I don't do anything with it.
Yes,
Dude,
but,
we should
okay.
totally hang out sometime.
So I will say it depends on the situations. It depends on how confident I feel in that other person to actually want to be friends. So if I don't really feel confident in their saying like, hey, yeah, we should hang out, then I just will leave it at that and be like, okay, I'm gonna let you ride on that one. Like, you come to me if you want to hang out. Otherwise, like, I'm just gonna sit back here. It sounds weird, but this is my anxiety at play. Like, my anxiety is terrible. I always have this fear of coming on like I'm this desperate friend that wants to hang out with people. So like, honestly, I literally cannot handle rejection very well at all.
When you started the conversation, I thought you were gonna be like, I text them like twice an hour and find out. Like, that's just,
no,
I don't know.
I would never.
I don't know why. That's the way I thought. Like the way you started it, I was like, oh my god, she's not one of those people.
No. In
I'm
fact,
happy to
that's
hear
literally
it is the opposite
of anything I could be. But like, if I genuinely feel like somebody is honest and they're saying, yeah, we want to hang out, I'll initiate it. But like, for example, like one time I did initiate a hangout with somebody, and they like turned it down because they had something to do, which is legit. But now I have this thing in the back of my head. I'm like, oh, like at this point, I kind of feel like I initiated it, so I'm not gonna like do it a second time. At this point, like you can come back and be like, let's hang out. But that's my anxiety.
I feel like there's an unwritten rule in your head for that.
Hey Justin, did you want to hang out tonight or?
I'm sorry, Liza, I would, but I have a wake to go to tonight.
Just remember that I asked. It's your turn to ask next. Okay? Your turn.
Anyway, so that's that's something. That's something about
friendship.
friendship.
Talk about friendship.
Let us know what friendship problems you guys have had. Maybe we've had the same ones. We can help you not deal with them.
Subscribe.
Speaking of friends, did you forget about your fur wiener here? Didn't ask me a question.